I'm Tom French, I'm the lead designer of the Saboteur for Pandemic Studios. We're going to look at the game and talk about it a little bit here. So what we're going to do here is, this mission's about 2/3 of the way through the game. Sean's working with the SOE at this point. He's still out for revenge, but he's reluctantly working with the British SOE here because he needs to find out where Dierker is, the guy that killed his best friend, but he doesn't know how to get to him. And SOE does, but they're like, we're not going to just help you. You help us, we'll help you. So we're here in Paris right now. You can see the Arc de Triomphe there. There's a lot of Paris to be discovered. You'll see the black and white. This is us. This is how we sold the occupation. We needed to feel occupied. Like where you saw in the game earlier is that's where the black and white comes into the game, and it's about right after your friend dies, is the mood of the world changes, and as you fight back in the big missions of the game, you inspire the people, bring the color back, and that will also bring the resistance to fight alongside of you. So we're getting through the checkpoint here, and we're going to head out into the countryside, which is a little bit less occupied. So you'll see the color actually out here. But you kind of move in and out of the color, and especially as you keep progressing through the game and inspiring different areas, there'll be more pockets of color. And they generally remain color in the game until there's like a big story moment where we'll maybe take the color out and go back to black and white, like if the Germans are invading the area or something like that. We wanted the kind of the sneakier elements of being a Saboteur, sneaking rather than always going in guns a-blazing and shooting everybody in sight. So you can sneak around in the game, but we didn't want it to be stealth. We didn't want it to have the harsh penalties of stealth where the moment you get caught, you're dead or the mission's over. So for us, it was about sneaking and then a little bit, but then basically what we wanted to do is have the player get up and get a disguise. So you can get up behind somebody, beat them over the head or break their neck, take their uniform, which allows you to now move a little more freely through the environment. So we've designed our missions around what we call quiet in, loud out. So the idea is that encourage the player to go in quietly, make the area dangerous, have a lot of patrols, so they want to take a disguise and not get shot. But then when they basically get in and they, oops, let me put this quickly, they hit that big moment, something blows up, something big happens, that's when we're going to go loud out, and the alarms are going to go off, and the guns are going to be shot at. Letting the player adapt to that situation and deal with it, and go for a more dramatic action movie type moment.
So Sean is based on a real character, right?
I'd say inspired.
Inspired,
like,
alright.
We took him in a completely different direction and made him our own character.
Alright.
We wanted to, because we wanted to make, again, it was about the fantasy of the war. We didn't want to be tied to his real historical events. Yeah. We wanted to go with that Indiana Jones, big over-the-top kind of feeling. And so, but you know, it was a really great inspirational character, but then, yeah, we made Sean his own personality. And for us, he's a little bit of Indiana Jones, a little bit of John McClane from Die Hard, and that classic, like, Steve McQueen kind of cool, all rolled in one. Even though we're making a sandbox game, we wanted a lot of the designs to feel more level mission based. So like even at this point, like I'm now on basically a big moving level, and we actually put a lot of design into like what train cars we would be using for different cover or for different heights and elevations. But it's also moving through this big sandbox. You also see things here like using the colors in the world to really make things pop out, things that are going to blow up. We want the player to shoot those things. It's rewarding to shoot things and blow up a bunch of enemies. So like I blew up that tower there. I could have blown that up earlier and that sniper would have never bothered me. Or you'll see a bunch more of those along the train as we play. Because I've been playing the game a lot recently, and basically I'm estimating it's probably 15 to 20 hours probably for the first play. And then it took me about 15 hours to get through the main story. And then there's probably another 5-10 of side missions. And then to deal with all the towers and the tanks, I couldn't even tell you how long that's actually going to take. So there's a lot of content there. We use cinematics because the story is such a big focus for our game. We had to deliver some storytelling elements in the game that you just can't do through gameplay. Our missions do tell a lot of the pieces of the gameplay as well. But at the same time, we knew we'd have to have cinematics to deliver some of the other things that you just couldn't do, or we really wanted the player to just watch so we could tell a little storytelling moment in the game.
Okay, right.
So there you go. Cool.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Absolutely, thank you.